What is the crime of disorderly conduct under Alabama law? It means that if someone with intent to cause public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, or recklessly creating a risk of this, they engage in conduct that is in some way disruptive to the public. And Alabama defines 6 different ways this crime can be committed. You'll see some of them kind of tend to overlap, but here they are in no particular order. The first is if somebody engages in violent, tumultuous, or threatening behavior. That's the language of the statute. So, for example, we had the infamous Riverfront Brawl, and that could have resulted, and I think it did result in arrests for people who were engaging in violent, tumultuous, threatening conduct, and that could lead to disorderly conduct arrests. The second way is if somebody makes what's called unreasonable noise. So if I go by the cemetery and they're having a wake and I decide I want to have a tuba concert with big boom boxes and blasting it, it could be seen that that is making unreasonable noise, and it could result in a police officer arresting somebody for disorderly conduct. The third way is if somebody uses abusive language or makes an obscene gesture. We don't see very many of these, and that's because people do have a right of free speech. So if I want to say F some political guy or something like that, that's usually protected free speech, but it is possible that somebody could behave in such a way as to be arrested for disorderly conduct, and then the judge would have to determine, well, does this hold up or not? Is it constitutionally protected free speech or not? Fourth way is when people disturb any lawful assembly or meeting and they don't have the authority to do so. So some guy who goes into a church service and starts yelling stuff, and let's assume that the church service is a lawful assembly. Well, the guy who's disturbing it, if he doesn't have the authority to do so, which he probably wouldn't, he could be charged with disorderly conduct. Fifth way is if somebody obstructs vehicular or pedestrian traffic. So a bunch of animal rights people lock arms by the streets of the courthouse because they want to protect or argue about some legal issue that, whatever maybe they're putting animals down or something like that, and these guys lock arms and they block traffic. That could be disorderly conduct, and that's often coupled with another way, which is when people congregate together and they defy or refuse to comply with a lawful order to disperse. So if somebody's obstructing vehicular traffic, rather than arresting them for that, which a cop probably could do, he may say, I'm ordering you all to disperse. And then if they don't, well, they could be arrested under either provision, either for obstructing the vehicular traffic or failing to disperse when a police officer gives them a lawful order to do so. Whatever version of disorderly conduct it is, it's punishable by up to 3 months in jail and a fine of up to $500. Obviously, nobody wants that, and certainly nobody wants a conviction. If you find yourself in a legal jam here in Alabama and you want my help, give me a call. The phone number's below. I'm attorney Andy Siegel. And if you want to be nice to me, you'll hit the like button. And also, if you want to see more of these legal videos, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.